Hi, I'm Lily Ramos, and today I will be telling you guys about chemical and physical properties. So first off, what is a physical property? A physical property is a property or characteristic that a substance displays that can be measured or observed without changing its composition. They are used to observe and describe matter. A good way to describe and identify physical properties is through your five senses and numerical descriptions. So here are some of the physical properties that you can describe using your senses. One is texture, how something feels at the touch. Hardness, how hard something is. Luster, the lack or presence of shine. As you can see, this rock is shining in the photo. Odor, the smell of something. Malleability, a substance's ability to be bended or shaped, just like the clay is in this photo. State of matter, and these are things such as solid, liquid, or gas. And here are some things that you can describe using numerical descriptions. Density, the amount of mass per unit volume. Melting or freezing point, and as you can see in the photo, the glass of ice starts out frozen, but as it melts, it gets to the certain temperature it needs to, and all of the ice is melted. Boiling point, and that is when the liquid is able to change from a liquid to a gas. And solubility, the ability for a given substance, the solute, to dissolve in a solvent. And polarity, the direction of charge within the molecule, such as a negative or positive charge. And viscosity, a measure of a substance's resistance to deformation at a given rate. And as you can see, the honey in this photo is very viscous, it's very thick. So now we're on to chemical properties. So what is a chemical property? A chemical property is a characteristic or behavior of a substance that may be observed when it goes through a chemical change or reaction. So here are some examples of chemical properties. One is flammability, how easily something will burn or ignite. Heat of combustion, the amount of energy that is released as heat when a substance is burned with oxygen, or this can be known as combustibility. Toxicity, how much a substance can damage an organism and their tissues, cells, or parts of the body. Radioactivity, the measure of radioactive emissions from an atom with an unstable nucleus. And reactivity, the tendency of a substance to undergo a chemical reaction. So here are some examples. And now, if you want, you could pause here and try to answer these on your own. So now we're going to go over the answers. So, do these represent a chemical property or physical property? And we are going to use C for chemical property and P for physical property. So, a metal's ability to be rolled into flat sheets. Well, this would be a physical property because it concerns malleability and is able to be bended and molded into a different form. Okay, so a helium balloon floating. This would be a physical property because it concerns density, and this is because helium is less dense than air. Next, baking soda and vinegar producing gas bubbles. This would be a chemical property because it concerns a chemical reaction. It's a reaction with acid. Next is gold having a shiny appearance. This would be a physical property because it is luster, how shiny the gold is. Next is salt melting at 1074 Kelvin. This is a physical property because it concerns the melting point, or the point at which the salt will melt. Next is a wax candle burning in oxygen. This is a chemical property because it concerns combustion and the candle combusting from the flame, and then it causes the wax to melt. And then there is gasoline being lit on fire lastly, and this would be a chemical property because it concerns flammability, and it is the ability of the gas to be lit on fire and start to go up in flames. So thank you for watching.